Hello guys, my name is Felix Perez and today I'm going to show you how to take off a top of violin. This instrument is in need of some post-passion restoration, and in order to do that we have to take off the top first, and then I'm going to be explaining step by step what's the next step. First things is to take off the top. We're going to use a standard knife they call a butter knife. It had to be sharp, but not sharp enough to cut yourself. You see, it had to be sharp so you can get into the seam between the top and the ribs, but without cutting the wood. First thing, you have to choose an area in order to do this. You have to choose one edge, you have to choose one corner. Most of the time, most luthiers choose the corners because the corners are stronger. You have a blocking here, a blocking here, a blocking here, a blocking here, in good instruments like this one. You choose a corner and you go from there and try to break the glue slowly, firm but slowly, without making any pressure or changing the angle of the work. In this case, I'm gonna see if I can start in this area here. You have to test several areas to see how hard the wood is in this area. You see, I'm moving my hand like this, but not like this. If you move your hand like this, you're gonna break the top or damage permanently the wood. But this is not what you want. In this case, it's going on very soft. As you can see, the sound, that sound means the glue is breaking. Other thing you have to think is you have to put your fingers on the top where the knife is, so the glue there doesn't split, doesn't break up. You see the sound? That's a good sound. That means the glue, I mean, breaking on without me doing too much pressure. Anyway, you have to be careful because most of the time all this old instrument, the glue are extremely dry, and you don't want to break or to take out parts of the top. This is a nice sound. Means the glue is breaking out very good. Seems like it's gonna be a clean cut. Okay. Now we have to choose another area because this area is going not gray. That's the danger of opening an instrument. Every time you open an instrument, you are risking some small parts of the good. In this case, look at the corner. Or they use a glue that is extremely strong, which is not recommendable. In order to glue the ups, it's good to have a strong glue but a light glue. So the next luthier, if they need to reopen the instrument, they won't have this many issues. In this case, since the corners are giving me a very hard time, I'm gonna now use one of the edges. Why? Because the edges have a line inside here which connect the bottom in the heel and the bottom in the corner, but it's gonna be flexible. All these ribs are gonna be flexible, the shoulders. Let me try here. Okay, somebody glue this instrument with a lot of desire. Okay, now sounding. Okay, that's sounding good. Let me go this way now. This is a extremely old instrument. You have to be extremely careful so you don't break it up and stop, because you don't want to make more damage than the instrument already have. I have to go by parts. All luthiers out there, please be gentle with the amount of glue you put in the instrument, otherwise it's gonna be a hard time for anybody else in the future to fix an instrument, and that's not good. Some people warm up a little bit the knife. I don't like the method because it turns. Sometimes you can change a little bit the color of the varnish around the areas you are using the knife. And also some people also use alcohol. I prefer to use the old method of braid the glue. The glue, when it's dry, it's like a glass. And braid very easy. When it's dry and old. In this case, look, it's not really old and was really strong, which is not bad if you think that the instrument never gonna suffer any damage. But in this case, the instrument suffered damage, and now it's giving me a hard time to glue it. Okay, it's good. This is the dangerous area because it's where the some was crack going on all the way through here, and there I had to be careful. Now I just try to find a nice spot everywhere I can, because this instrument showed me that it's not being gentle, not being malleable with my swing. It's giving me a kind of hard time. In this case, since there I don't know what kind of glue they're using the nut, I will try to put the knife inside like this, okay, and go from inside and pull the knife out in this way like this. So I unglue the top from the block from inside, try not to damage or damage as less possible this part. Interesting. Okay. Every time that you see that the seams start to get separated, you have to wash 4 pieces of glue from the top that may want to be or stay glued to the ribs, which is not good because that means you're losing glue from the top, and you don't want that. You want to remove in only one take all the wood you can, so you don't have to deal with restoration later in the edges of the top. Okay, that sounds good. Now I'm trying to glue the top block from the top of the instrument. You have to be careful because you don't want to damage the edge of the instrument here with the knife. I mean, the hill with the knife. Make a mark and then you have to restore. Our words restore what is in there, not to make more damage. So we have to restore even more further than that. This is not the idea. One of the most complicated parts to unglue are the Cs area, because there is not a natural angle, so you can put your knife inside and move. I mean, so you have to try to come from the edge of the big ribs, so you don't have to see here. Okay, I got it here. That's good. That's sounding good. Go. I need to do the same here, but this edge is giving me a hard time since there is a lot of old glue outside of the seam between the two parts, the rib part and the top. I have to be extremely gentle in this area. And there is also a crack in here. That means I have to be double gentle because this crack is already open. I don't want to lose any glue in there, so when I restore, I'm gonna be able to hide it the most I can. Okay, that's sounding good. Okay. Now the big deal is gonna be this area, which is in this instrument the maker put a pin, wood pin here, and it's gonna be tough. What I had to do, I had to try to include all the area around this wood pin here, and then probably take a saw, very thin saw, and try to cut this pin. Why? Because if I try just to remove it that way, I'm gonna break this area, because the pin here is really big. It's a good pin here. So let's do it. This is not an easy task. I don't recommend nobody who is not a luthier to do it. You should have training to do this, otherwise you can damage permanently your instrument. Okay. Good thing the pin went off without me needing to use the saw. Now this part is very fun. You see this moving? It means it's unglued all the way here, but it's not still unglued in the top. Now I have to be completely sure that I glue the most I can, because I don't want to remove the fingerboard in order to fix it up. Yes, I have to go inside this way and try to make pressure on the block without damaging the base bar, which is here. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see. Now it's magic point and it's already done. See? Okay. And this is a pretty clean unglue, and as I was figuring out from outside, they use a lot of glue on the edges of this violin. By the way, this violin is have a pretty nice construction inside. And the funny thing, I just discovered why it was so hard. You see the color of this glue? Let me see. It's white. That means they use white glue, which is not ideal for any nice instrument like this one. Guys, never use high glue. Not high glue. I say that. Tybon or any white glue, synthetic glue, to glue an instrument, because that's what happening is that you're gonna damage the instrument, or the next luthier is gonna damage the instrument trying to open it, because this glue, the opposite of the high glue, are not gonna break because they are flexible. Let me show you. This clown glue bends, and because it's bent, it will take with it all the small sticks at the corners, like in this area here, or in this area here. You see, never use white glue or Tybon. Like it. Now this is the first part of this restoration. It was very clean, pretty clean, except for this small part that I had to restore. I had to put back all the small areas where the small pieces of wood are in the edges. I had to take them out and put it back in here by order, but in general it was a pretty clean remove. Even though whoever did the restoration before you use white glue, which is not ideal. It's not good. And you can see also whoever did this job in here, he used too much glue, and the glue drops of the glue coming inside the instrument, and that of course away is not looking beautiful. It could be better. See? Okay, this will be the first part of this restoration process. I will do other videos on how I made the cast for the mold. I will do a video how I made the mold. I mean the small we call egg for the sun patch here. I don't know if you can see, but the top is completely open in the sun pores area, all the way from here to here, which is bad, but it's not. I mean, we can save an instrument if it's an instrument that worth to be saving, like this one. Yes, we can save it. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. I will try to do more videos about luthieria. Bye. Oh, if you like the video, please subscribe and like.